All right, what's up, you guys? This is Josh. Today we're going to be doing a movie. I'm actually playing it on Zumo Play because Netflix has been acting kind of weird, so I haven't been able to get that to work. But we are watching this on Zumo Play, and it's a Korean movie. It's called Little Forest, and I just picked it randomly. We're going to see if it's any good. The way the description was describing it was that it's kind of like somebody who is fed up with city life and wants to move out to the country somewhere. So we're going to check it out right now. It's going through commercials, and I'll be editing this so that we get to skip all of the boring stuff. So here we go.
서울을 떠나 오랜만에 고향에 돌아온 것은 석 달 전 겨울이었다.
Okay, so she grew up there, and then she went home. And then went to Seoul and then came back? Okay. So it looks like it's starting in winter. I don't know if I could ever live anywhere that's cold. Like, I'm currently in California. I don't think I could survive anywhere where it snows. I spent a little bit of time in the snow in Colorado, and I felt that that was way too cold. I do like the cold, though. I just don't like snow because it makes everything slippery, and I can't drive on ice. I got thrown off on ice, on black ice before, and I kind of low-key got traumatized, so I really don't feel like having to deal with any of that stuff. It looks like there's a bunch of, like, vegetables on there. Okay, rice. Dude, I recently started eating a little bit of rice recently. Oh, it's so hard to quit again and get back on carnivore. Alright. That's a little creepy.
갔어? 나한테 연락도 안 하고.
장작 끌고 연락하려 그랬지.
거짓말하지 마. 왔으면 바로 연락을 했어야지.
야, 나 넘어져.
Okay. I'm getting tsundere vibes. Like, oh, but she's actually kind of sweet.
은숙이가 그런 애다.
알겠다. 시험 떨어지시고 남친은 붙고. 에이그 존심 상해서 참 좋다고 여기로 왔네.
Damn. Well, I guess it's good to have like friends that are kind of blunt with you like that. I feel like that's an issue that girls have more often than guys. Or like even if they're objectively doing something bad, like they just tell them that like, yeah, keep going, and they don't give them honest advice. In this case though, she's kind of just like calling her out on it.
아르바이트를 하며 임용고시를 준비하던 나의 서울 생활도 답답하기는 마찬가지였고.
Oh, she was trying to be a teacher.
인스턴트 음식은 나의 허기를 채우기엔 부족했다. 배가 고파 돌아왔다는 나의 말은
I mean, if it's anything like the instant food in Japan, like, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Like, personally, I enjoyed the food in Japan. It wasn't that bad. Maybe she's just, like, very picky. Because it looks like she lived out in the farm and stuff. And I will say home-cooked meals, like, I didn't realize how good my mom's cooking was until I started living by myself. And then whenever I do visits and eat her food, I eat a lot, and it's really good. Like, I guess you just don't realize how good your, like, if your mom does cook, be grateful for that, because when you go and live off by yourself, the food is definitely going to be different. Yeah, see, kind of like that. Dude, she's just like sniffing the food that just came from your mouth. Like, it's gonna smell super acidic and super bad. So I'm just gonna like bring down the volume. So I on the actual Osmo, it's saying that it's 1080 30. Oh, Oh, he brought her a dog.
조그만 게 무슨 위로가 된다고. 나 금방 올라갈 거야.
I don't know if she's going
다
back
의지가
home
되는 법이야.
soon.
그리고 금방 올라가려니까 뭘 그렇게 바리바리 싸들고 오냐?
Like how I called her out. Like it's true. Like if you're going home, like why the fuck are you bringing so much food? Also, I think he's bringing that to her, or the dog to her, because she might be lonely. I think like in this place, they're super separated, and I don't know if you've ever, well, because I've slept alone like in a car in kind of like the middle of nowhere, and any kind of sound trips you out. At least for like the first couple of weeks. So I think it might be similar like in the countryside like this, where I assume if you are living alone, you hear like bumps in the night because there's a lot more animal activity, or who knows, like maybe there's freaking a bunch of weirdos out there. I guess it would be nice to have like a companion out there, and he's like trying to fix her problem by bringing a dog. Is this like a flashback from when she was applying before? Is this her? Wait,
나만 돌아왔다. 아무것도 찾지 못한 채. 엄마는 답을 찾았을까?
wait. Oh, the first clip was of her leaving, and then this is a clip of her mom trying to show like a comparison. So maybe it's like in their blood to be kind of weird and just leave. Although I do understand that idea of like finding answers when you go somewhere, like sometimes changing your environment does help. But the opposite can also be true, where it's like sometimes you don't find answers by going other places, because sometimes it's you. Like it doesn't matter where you go. If you're the type that doesn't, I don't know, like can't, like really isn't open to finding answers, and you just want to like distract yourself, like if you're traveling because you want to distract yourself, I think that actually prevents you from finding answers. She's baking. Oh, more plants. Okay, so here's the thing, right? So like I actually tried the whole vegan diet like for a couple of months. I want to say like 2 or 3 months. Like I did it like I want to say like 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and for some reason I thought that it was like super healthy. And looking back at it now, I remember that I was spending so much time going to the bathroom. It just wasn't the diet for me. So now whenever I see stuff like beans, legumes, and all that stuff, I have like a visceral reaction to where it's like, oh, like, man, the amount of time you're spending in the bathroom must be time consuming. Because now on the carnivore diet, when I do, like, you know, this might be too much information for you, but like yes, there are those times where you'll have really bad carnivore watery poop, right? But for the most part, once you're like fat adapted, I feel like once I got fat adapted, my poops are like great, and I didn't spend nearly as much time in the bathroom. And being somebody that's like I want to be efficient all the time, like that cuts into your time to do a bunch of stuff. And in the case of the carnivore diet, for me, it saves me a bunch of time too. And also I feel like I'm a lot less inflamed. All right, like it's a lot less full. So like when I see, I don't know, like I'm hoping that's not the case for other people who live by like a diet like this, because it looks like she's only eating a lot of plants. Like I have yet to see any meat in her dishes, and I think she's like trying to make a cake right now. Like that's just nasty. Like I don't know. Okay, looks like we got 30 seconds of ads. So I had adjusted the stuff on the software on the OBS to be 4K 30, but on my webcam it's still saying that it's 1080p 30. So hopefully that's changed. On OBS, it does look like it's nice and clear. So hopefully that's the case.
내일 다시 올게.
Ha!
혹시 나를 옆자리야?
That's what she said. I don't know. I'm a typical guy, guys. Like I'm just gonna make fun of it every single time.
식혜의 엿기름은 단맛을
Are they like? Is that rice? And they're turning it into like wine? That's one thing that I noticed with like I think yeah, Koreans, right? Like they have a lot of fermented food, and so because they have kimchi, right? And that I think that's fermented too. I noticed that they have like a lot of pickles and stuff, which might be the reason why they're able to eat so much grass. Like I'm not trying to like be mean or anything, but you have to have like a significantly strong digestive system to do all that. And I think they get that because of fermented food. So right now I'm like actually for a while now, like for over the past I want to say almost 2 years, I've been consistently trying like drinking kefir, which is fermented milk, and I notice a difference. Like if I drink normal, you know, whatever the whole milk that you get from the store, like I think the sugars in it are definitely what gives me, you know, GI upset. But when I drink kefir, like it really doesn't mess with me. Like I don't feel the bloating or anything like that. I think what it is that the bacteria like eats up all that sugar, which is what messes up my stomach. And so now it enables me to get all the calcium that I need from the milk without having to deal with all the sugar and stuff. So if you're somebody that is suspecting that like milk is like messing with you, I would say I highly suggest trying out kefir and seeing if that helps you. I think maybe I'll upload a video on how I make mine. And if I do end up doing that, maybe I'll put it in the comments or the description below. Anyway, looks like they're making rice wine. I don't think I've ever tried rice wine, actually. This looks like a version of it, right? Like they're making rice wine. Ooh, fucking got him, bro. Oh. Was that some like light choking? Oh, wait, doesn't she like the guy? And she was about to leave. Oh man, I bet that sucks though. Like if she does like the guy, or maybe I don't know. Does she like him? What do you guys think? Or was she like trying to give them time alone because she's a good friend like that? I don't know. I feel like she might like him. Oh shit, they're getting wasted. Dude, I will say that like I don't know, dude. Is drinking like super heavy in Korean culture as it is like in Japan? I know. Now that I think about it, I think like Asian countries, they just like to drink. Like, yeah, I think so. Because I remember growing up and there were like a lot of like Filipino get-togethers. They would just get wasted, I think even, yeah, and like heavy stuff too, like liquor, not like beer, but like hard liquor and stuff. And the thing is that like, at least when I used to drink a lot, I would turn red like right away. And now, coming from when I used to drink a lot to now, if I did drink, like I get lazy so fast. So when I do go out on the rare occasions that I do, kind of offer to be the sober driver all the time just because I find that I enjoy my time less if I drink, because I'll just be too, I don't know, if it feels like I'm getting hit with an allergy or something. Like my head hurts and like my nose starts to get really stuffy, and so I actually enjoy my time less. Like I still get like that buzz feeling. Yeah, I think the last time, I think now if I do drink, it's gonna be like maybe one shot for the whole night, and it's usually liquor. Um, And then lately, when I do like karaoke and stuff, I'll get non-alcoholics, which they don't taste exactly the same, but they kind of give you that same feel because it's in a can and it kind of tastes like the beer. And overall, it's just better because I won't have to like struggle through a workout the next day.
그는 해답을 갖고 이곳으로 돌아왔다. 난 더 이상 견디지 못하고 도망치듯 떠나왔다.
So depending on where you are at in your like career or in your life in general, because I don't know exactly if like this is happening with Gen Z, but it's definitely happening. I mean, with me personally, I think so too, right? Because like you grow up and people tell you like if you do this, your life's gonna be good. And for the most part, they're kind of right, but there's those times I feel like when you get to do a lot of like, I don't know, like contemplation by yourself, where sometimes it's like none of this shit makes sense. Or you start asking if like, you know, there's something more. I think that's what she means when it's like, you know, answers, whether or not they're going in line, I don't know, with their life purpose or some shit like that. That's what I'm getting from this. Whenever she brings up the idea of like finding answers. Oof. That's hella pretty. I don't know. There's just something about like fields with mountains in the backgrounds. And I did see this when I went to Lake Kawaguchiko to get a view of Mount Fuji. I really like, I guess, I don't know, the Asian countryside. And of course, it's like all romanticized and stuff. But when I was actually there, I liked it. Like the small towns, the bikeable roads. Although biking uphill sucks. Yeah, like I think if ever I was to take another trip out, like it would to Japan, I would probably do 2 weeks, and definitely a good at least 1 week where I'm like in the countryside. Which I don't know how I would pull that off logistically speaking, because those places typically aren't connected by train. I guess you could use like the bus and stuff, like the way I did it. And then I guess you could just rent bikes. But I don't know. If you are somebody that lives out there, hit me up. If you know any places that look similar to this. Personally, I like Mount Fuji, but it doesn't have to be Mount Fuji. I would love to just go to like the countrysides of Japan, because I do know that like Japan specifically, like their countryside is like dying. And you hear this and you look at like YouTube videos on it, but then when you actually go there, it's absolutely true. I don't think I saw any young people out there when I was in the countryside. It was weird. It was just older people, which is crazy. But now that I think about it, it's kind of the same here, right? Like everybody younger, you don't really see a lot of them in the country, because everybody's kind of just moving to the cities because that's where all the jobs and stuff are. So I guess it's a global thing. Oh, it's springtime now. She stayed until the spring. Dude, it's super pretty out there, man. Oh. Wait. Don't tell me.
봄에 처음 심는 것 중
More leaves, bro? She's gonna eat more leaves?
속 온기는 감자싹을 품어 밖으로 튀어낸다. 싹이 나오고 꽃이 피고 열매를 맺는
I forgot what that commercial is where it's like, is it Burger King? Or there's like that old lady that goes like, "Where's the beef?" That's what I'm feeling right now. Fuck yeah, bro. Dude, she didn't listen the first time. So, you know, and it's not just because she's a woman. If it was a man, I agree. If you're doing it wrong and somebody's telling you to do it right, and that you don't listen, like, yeah, somebody's going to come and redo all your shit. Because, I mean, you know, you're going to learn. You're going to learn today. Yeah, right? Like, he's trying to save her the fucking work. Ooh, pretty. I mean, I will say that flowers are... Oh, no, dude. Not more freaking leaves, bro. Is that at least cheese? I mean, I'm... Guys. Flowers. They're eating flowers now, dude. I mean, damn, is it really that rough out there? Like, they don't grow meat at all? I feel like this is like land before time, and they're like the herbivores. No, dude. No, dude. You cannot just be surviving on flowers. Okay. I don't mean to sound like messed up, right? But objectively speaking, there has been no meat yet. Like, I'm pretty sure in the small captions at the end of this movie is going to be like, no animals were harmed in this movie or whatever. Just because that there's no meat in here. And it might just be because I'm carnivore. I completely understand that bias for myself. Like, I mean, I like rice like any other good Asian person, but gosh. Flowers? Even she's like, I might have to rethink my life decisions. Like this, that, no, hell no. Hell no. Couldn't be me.
너 어디 가니? 여기 좀 와서 앉아봐. 이리 와봐. 학교 선생님 한다고 했지? 시험은 어떻게 됐니?
Oh no. Oh no, dude.
나 같은 10번도 더 차렸겠다.
Is this small talk? Oh, see, that would like mess with me, I think. Like all the small talk. I'm definitely not a small talk person. Like I can do it a little bit, but it's almost more tiring for me to do small talk than it is to just like not talk at all. I feel like I have to work extra hard to come up with like small talk. It's very tiring. I'm also very introverted, so that's probably why. Oh, she's washing things like they do in the Philippines. Like by hand. What is that? Oh hell no. I mean, again, if this is a cultural thing, I don't mean to be offensive, okay? But tree shavings, bro. You make fire with tree shavings. You don't eat them. Like, okay, comment below. Do y'all eat tree shavings? Like, is it good? Like, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, tree sap, right? Turns into maple syrup or whatever. Like, that's good. But tree shavings? Is that normal? See, it's natural. That is a natural reaction. That is a natural reaction from a child. That knowledge is there. Like it is it's like self-evident. You don't eat trees. You don't look at a tree branch and like, that looks good. I've never looked at a tree branch and like, I wonder what that tastes like. Hell no. It's like moving. Oh, it's a. Is it a common thing? Because that looks like it's like a food truck deal. Like it. Is it a common garnish? So that's like. This is like a great comparison of how a girl looks at stuff and how a guy looks at stuff. I guess you also got to factor in the fact that it is her mom and she's not there, and I guess that their relationship provides a little bit more tension or chaos. But it's like her mom gave her something useful to bake, which is bread. Thank God it's not freaking more trees. And then the guy's just like, it's helpful and useful. Use it. I just thought that was funny. It's more flowers. It's more flowers. At least she's using batter this time, which I hope has at least like milk or eggs or something. Like, holy crap, dude. Like, watching this movie is making me hungry. Not because like the food necessarily looks delicious, although they make it look good. It's like literally starving me because it's like, how are you surviving without meat? Ooh. Oh, they're fighting. Damn, what a fucking not nice person. Is it like summer now? It is summer now, huh? This is like at least 6 months in now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She did the unthinkable. And this is usually a guy's sin, but she did the unthinkable, which is provide... She did the unthinkable, which is provide sensible advice. And she's about to realize that when women are talking about their problems, they don't want sensible advice. They just want to get mad at something. And right now it's about to be her. Here it comes. Yep. Called it. Absolutely called it.
대답도 안 하고 노는데도 안 끼워줘.
Bullying.
내버려둬.
어?
네가 반응하잖아? 그러면 걔네는 신나서 더 할걸.
So that's actually absolutely true. And that's something that I learned early on, or at least when I was getting bullied in school. But it's also super true because I can't disclose too much stuff about what I do for work. But basically I have to deal with assholes a lot. And because they're kind of like our patients. But anyway, I don't work in normal healthcare. I'll just like leave it at that. But there are just people out there that they look for their reaction, whether it's good, bad. A lot of people can thrive on like just bad reactions, and it's almost if you don't respond to it, and that includes like body language too. Like if you're able to control that output, it turns them off, and they kind of just like leave you alone. Oh,
위로도 안 해주고.
that's like that was how her friend reacted.
제일로 바라는 게 뭔지 알아?
Oh, she's trying to make up. That's cute.
원래 이름은
Uh,
La Joie de Biton Crème Brûlée.
so it looks like the mom would just, cause I guess it's similar to that tree branch thing, shavings as the garnish. Like as a kid, she thought that her mom had invented it, similar to the creme brulee, and kind of just reminds you that like when you, I don't know, growing up, like your parents always seem like freaking heroes, and I don't exactly know at what point I realized that my parents were human, right? They're just like no different from you in a sense. And it's always just a weird feeling when you realize that, like, yeah, they're just as like frail and prone to, you know, all the other negative downsides to life. Oh gosh, you freaking died? Yeah, it's definitely summertime, so she's staying here quiet a long while, which that's not a bad thing, right? Especially if that's how she's supposed to find her answers. I'm not even gonna say anything. I mean, obviously this is what she eats, you know what I mean? Which she seems super happy. I would be starving. Especially in the heat, man. How are you supposed to keep all your nutrients?
지가 어디가 소리 박힌지도 모르겠네.
She being a hateful,
하나 뽑을게요.
bad person.
아 이따가 뽑기는 뭘 이따가 뽑아. 지금 뽑았으면 좋겠구만.
Oh,
노닥거리지 말고 당장들 뽑아.
네.
I like the mom style.
우리 외할머니
Basically, go F off, lady.
그냥 외가 때문에 연락 좀 하고 살게. 그러면 자존심 좀 생기고.
That's funny because now she's the one who's being stubborn about calling her mom. You know.
나 때문이야?
Bro, of course it's because of you, dude.
저렇게 던져놔도 내리는 토마토가 열리더라.
I was wondering why. It's not like
신기해.
the greatest FP. Okay, it's on 720p. Looks like the best it can do is 720p. I guess it gets better if you sign up for the program, which, I mean, that's fine like this, actually. Especially when it's minimized like that. It
이렇게
kind of looks
아무렇게나 던져놓아도
super clear.
다시 싹을 틔울 수 있으려면 노지에서 햇볕을 토마토는 비에 너무 약하다. 계속해서 비가 내리면
Oh, they
성장점이
rot easily?
발생하고 쭈글쭈글해. 보여줘?
어. 야.
That sucks whenever you do that when you're wearing like a headlight. Or when somebody else is wearing a headlight and they look like straight at you. And you get blinded. It sucks, bro. I've done that before in camping. Because it gets dark as shit out there. Yeah. Thankfully, I think my headlight, like, it tilts down. So, like, it doesn't shine directly at somebody. If I was to, like, look at someone. I guess they're looking for snails. Please don't tell me that the only meat source that they have, or the first meat source that they're gonna have, is freaking snails. I mean, you know, I guess.
어?
Uh-oh.
먹을 때 빤히 쳐다보고 그랬냐고.
Oh shit.
왜 물어보는데?
그냥.
Alright, for those of you guys that don't know, that little swirly thing right there, I don't know if they have it here in the US, but it's like incense, and you burn it, and it's super effective at keeping away mosquitoes. It's what my aunt used a lot when I was going to school in the Philippines, because I'm blood type O, so the mosquitoes would come from like everywhere for my blood, and yeah, so you would burn this stuff, and it was made, I don't know what it was made out of, but it would kind of keep them away. Sometimes it would be effective, and sometimes the mosquitoes just didn't care. They just suicide missioned right onto me.
세상에 남자친구 먹이겠다고 요리까지 직접 해가지고 도시락 싸주는 여친
Damn, what a
드라마에서나 나오는
dick.
노방지처 개새야.
그냥 차라리 공부하는 게 낫지. 뭘 맨날 왔다 갔다.
배부른 소리 하고 자빠졌네.
Bro, what the fuck? Go starve, dude. Although it could be because she's making a bunch of like tree branches and petals. But on the other side, dude, screw you, man. Like I would love food. Like if somebody made me food all the time, I would eat the shit out of it.
아무것도 안 만들었어.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
그래서 헤어진 거야? 연수? 그냥 난 여기로 돌아온 거고 걘 거기 있는 거고 떠나는 건 별로 어렵지 않았는데 여자친구 떠나는 건 진짜 어렵더라.
Damn. Okay.
내가 정말 많이
At least he's being honest.
스스로 결정할 수 있는 게 그렇게 많지 않더라고.
That's freaking true. You know what sucks though is that like having to take orders, like I get the idea of like taking orders. I think this applies to a lot of people though, right? Like having to follow policy or procedures and stuff. But it sucks when the people on the ground know exactly what needs to get done, and then we offer our suggestions, and then like management's just like, no. Like it's so frustrating, right? Because you get, like, in an ideal world, your responsibility should match the amount of power that you can take to fix the problems that you're responsible for. And I feel like most jobs, because I've worked a couple and all of them were basically the same, where it's like you could solve the problem so easily if we enact a couple of things, and it's just never going to happen. It's even more frustrating for healthcare. And in my branch of healthcare, which is like psych and behavioral, oh dude, like, so, oh man, like, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. The fact that you can't just like enact changes to prevent stuff that keeps happening over and over and over and over. It sucks. It actually messes with me a lot, because I'm the type of person where it's like I should only suffer a problem the same way once. And that's it.
그런 내 모습을 보고 있자니 가슴이 터질 것 같더라고.
I think what he just said right there is like how everyone feels about the current corporate way of that like things are done. Yeah. Like even like honestly, the only thing that's really keeping me at my job is the fact that I know how bad the job market is right now, and my current job really isn't that bad. From like amount to work to pay ratio, it's not that bad. But there's a couple of things where it's just like it's more mentally frustrating than it is physically frustrating than anything else.
언년인지 모르겠는데 잘 먹.
Fuck, bro, like, ain't that the freaking truth, bro? Like, you're over there fighting for your life, like trying to find a way to like stay in your current situation and survive it, and then the other person's just like, no, you're cheating on me. And I was like, wow, dude. That, oh man.
야, 쟤는 좀.
그 사이에 세비았지롱.
너 그러다 걸리면 죽어.
Why do I feel like that's more alcohol?
넣으면 돼.
나
아무래도 전화하려고 했었는데.
오랜만이다.
Oh, it's her boyfriend.
뭐?
She's been gone for like 6 months.
그건데 했는지 잘 기억나지 않는다.
Damn,
다만 한 가지
dude.
기억나는 건 내가 여기로
So she's like starting to realize that she wants to stay here. Good for her. Like that right there looks hella pretty. Oh, I want to go biking like that over there so bad. Like not even, I don't know about Korea, but like Japan or somewhere that looks like this. Hopefully it's not super hot and hopefully not filled with mosquitoes. Okay, it's like 9 months now.
야, 응? 너 앵꼬 났다고 사채 쓰고 그러면 진짜 안 된다.
Ooh, okay, so that's something that I noticed like on a couple of like Korean movies is that they mention like loan sharking a lot. Like is that a thing that's happening over there that's like crazy? Like I don't know. If you're over there, like comment down below, like is there a bunch of loan sharks out there in Korea or something? Cuz it's like every other movie or show that I watch that's Korean is always mentioning that.
말해, 알았지? 하지만 정작 내 자신도 잘하지 못하는 일이었다.
Don't they like the same person?
오래 뜬다는 소리거든요.
Yeah, dude. I quit too. Fuck that shit.
재아처럼 버리고 온 게
And
아니야.
that's the thing though too, right? Like I don't know, I always got this thought that like the way we live currently, like it does give us a bunch of nice shit, but it's very detached from like how life normally I don't know, more natural stuff. And you kind of have to go into the whole you go into the rabbit hole of like, oh, is it better that because we do get afforded really nice stuff, but at the same time it's at the cost of like people like this who have to deal with toxic ass shit, and I don't know if it's worth it, you know. I will say that when I was like living in a car, I had the best sleep I ever had, just because the only things I really need to worry about and I should probably also premise that I did have like money because I left and took out the retirement early, and so I had money to just like, I don't know, just like live for a little bit. But yeah, the best sleep I ever had was in the back of an expedition over probably like the course of a solid 1 year of like being just in the car. Yeah, versus like this, like yeah, you could have the cell phone and fucking I guess an AC house, but in exchange you're dealing with like toxicity. Oh, it's like showing all of their shitty experiences. I guess it's like Japan where they have what's the culture called? Is it like nomikai, where you have to go to like work functions after work to, I don't know, build work, like to bond or some shit like that. Like it's not required, but it's expected.
아니었다. 월급 받기 전날 은숙이는 탬버린으로 부장의 머리를
Fuck, dude.
다행히
Oh shit, is she gonna fucking kill her too?
나도 안 떠나. 어? 우리 재아놓고 정정당당하게 경쟁하자.
Oh fuck, it's like a declaration of war. Anyway, I gotta swap out the camera because I think this thing's starting to get really hot. So so if there's like a little shift in the camera, it's because I'm switching over to the Fujifilm. Oh shit, what the fuck is happening?
대박 사건, 대박 사건.
Yo, dude, did he get back with his girl? Oh shit. Damn, even he's like, fuck, bro. I mean, I
구여친이었다.
I guess when you got it like that. Shit. Is this what girls go through?
피부가 너무 하얘.
Is this...
상대가 안 돼.
I guess girls and guys are not too different.
자기,
내가?
최고의 요리는 아무래도 직접 해먹는 거 아닐까?
Is she making her cook? Yo! She made her cook! That's funny. But she did make her cook. That's funny. I mean, this looks a little bit more normal. At least there's no flowers in it, right? Right. The music's very, like, playful. I like it.
맛있어. 완전.
Probably tastes like shit, bro. Like, I've done that before where, like, I've tasted a food and it actually tastes horrible. But I was like, yeah, it's freaking delicious. And then they ate it and then and then I had a great time. Because they ate it and they realized that it was shit.
여친은?
갔어?
See, I'm a wuss when it comes to like spice. Like I'm not the best when it comes to handling spice at all. Like what's the best? So like Jollibee chicken. I don't know if you guys have ever had Jollibee chicken. It's delicious, but every time I eat it, like that spice will always mess up my stomach. It will mess me up for like a full 24 hours. The last time I had some, I had like maybe 4 or 5 pieces and it was delicious and it's worth it every time. And it's not even like super spicy. But when it comes to spice, it will mess my stomach up. I think because now it's like nice and healthy and peaceful with the kefir that I drink, it will automatically start like dying.
무슨 약촉해는 애니?
That's right. Gather that information, baby.
이제 겨우 마음 다 잡았는데.
사실이지만 재아의 구여친은 재아를 잊지 못하고 있었다.
Yo, this dude's just like
여친에게 재아는
rolling in it, bro.
나 좋아하는 사람이 생겼어.
Hey, you know what? At least he's like super straightforward with it, man. What the hell is that? Are those acorns?
내일 봅시다.
I've already said it enough, man, but now she's gonna eat seeds. She's gonna eat hard ass seeds. I mean, maybe she's gonna make a wine out of it. No, she's keeping the seeds and she's adding more sugar.
믿게.
Chestnuts. Comment down below if you've like ever eaten stuff like this. Like the chestnuts. I've never had it. But I mean there's that Christmas song that talks about them roasting on the fire, right? So I'm guessing like people eat them.
주렁주렁.
Dude, I bet that life is like awesome. Like imagine this is like real life Harvest Moon almost. And it's kind of cool, right? Cuz like the amount of energy that's coming in, it's you're not working for it all the time. I feel like in a corporate environment, all the energy that's coming in, unless you're screwing somebody over somewhere, which I mean is usually the case, like all that energy is coming, it's coming from you, or like all of your productivity is coming from you, like having to will yourself working in a toxic environment. Whereas I feel like with farming, the way that it's being presented in like movies like this, or even in like homesteads and stuff, it just seems like you're working with like the earth or with nature in a way that's therapeutic almost. But I'm not a farmer. One of the things that I would love to do is like just go out to like a homestead or something, like spend some time out there and like record what the day-to-day looks like, and then kind of get my own perspective on it. Because I for a little bit I was looking at a lot of homestead channels and they look great. I mean there's also videos out there of them like saying how hard the work is. I don't know. It looks nice though.
야, 그렇게 바쁘게 산다고 문제가 해결이 돼?
Damn. I mean, that's pretty harsh. She didn't deny it this time. She's like kind of keeping quiet, and I think he's starting to pick up on that she might be staying.
나도 빨리 올라가서 먹고 살 궁리나 해야 하는 건데, 그치?
Dude,
갈게.
that's like a really sensitive spot. Like, even for a guy, that's kind of a dick thing to say. You fucked up, dude. Oh, yee. Nature's fertilizer.
다음 주에 취소하려고 트랙터랑 다 맞춰놨는데 하늘도 참 무심타.
Oh, is it because it rained so much?
여름 떼약볕에 그 고생을 하...
I guess that's a flip side, right?
언제가
She's like regretting it now. I guess this is like the not so fun part.
시간에 몸 놀리면 언젠가 끝이 나게 돼 있어. 끝이 아니라니까.
Okay. You know what? On second thought, maybe this isn't so great. But that was a lot of work done, man. Now we get to see what he's up to.
장난 아니네.
Oh, it was a storm. So like it wasn't just heavy rains. I guess it was like the wind and everything else like messed up everybody's farms.
적어도 농사에는 사기 잔머리 우리가
See, so it's like it doesn't hit him mentally, right? So like your body can actually naturally get stronger. Maybe your mind can too, but it's not natural, right? It's not like something like this working on something that directly translates to food. I think it's just but I don't know, maybe it's like taken easier versus like having to scam or cheat, unless or maybe it's just like finding work that matches your personality and your skills, because at that point it doesn't really matter how difficult it is, so long as it matches like your personality. It won't be grating on your soul.
야, 나 죽다 살아나거든. 네가 진짜
It's
내가
like working out, man. You gotta do it slow.
하는 게 도와주는 거야.
I guess they never heard of bend at the knees, not at the back, not with your waist, right? That more healthier for you? Persimmons. Okay, see, now they're pulling stuff that's actually making me kind of hungry. Like, I'll eat that. That's fine. That and the apple. I ain't eating no fruit. What the hell is that? It's like something to hang them with. And they attach to each other? It's nice. I think everybody does that. Ooh. Oh, that's how you make dried
내가
fruit.
선택한 삶이 아니야.
Now she's in the position where she wants to stay. I guess the main difference though is that I don't even know what her name is, but like the main character and her mom, the difference is that she came back here and she's not even raising a kid, right? So it must have been a lot more difficult for the mom.
우리 혜원이도 곧 대학생이 되어서 이만을 믿어.
Oh,
지금
so
우리 두 사람
it's like the mom knew ahead of time that like she would probably get stressed out in Seoul, and that she should go back to like the land and stuff and kind of heal and find her answers.
엄마의 편지가 어렴풋이 이해가 갈 것 같다.
There you go. Oh, of course, freaking ads. So she's like starting to understand what her mom saw in staying on the land. Like finding a way of life that's like sustainable
그날
for
밤
your soul.
엄마에게 답장을 썼.
It's about to be like one whole year. Okay, yeah, the snow's starting to come down, so she's been here for a whole year. So she's like, oh, okay, so she's like leaving a letter for her mom. I guess she found her answer. Oh, is she leaving that for her mom? Or is she taking those? Wait, who's gonna take care of the dog? What the fuck?
어떤 사람이 오구와 닭 돌보기.
Oh, get wrecked, dude. Well, it came from him, so.
생각하면
The sequencing in this movie is pretty good. Like how they like cut into different scenes, how they
양파는
how they blend it
시작된다.
together. It's pretty nice. She's back in the city now. She's going back. This is more weird ass food. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks kind of good. Like, I would try that. It's weird, but I would try it. Oh, did the dog know that, like, she's back? What the fuck? Is that like a thing you're supposed to do? Like, what if you need those tiles later? Oh, it's super scenic. And this movie's doing such a great job of making me want to just take a trip out there. I wonder if there's like any like established tours of that you can take of just like an Asian countryside like that. Like if you guys know of any, like write down in the comments below, because I would definitely want to like do this, like a lot of this. Is the mom back? Oh shit. The mom might be back. Oh shit. Come on, dude. So I guess cute. Very cute movie. The ending, I hate them for doing that. But alright, so I'm gonna try to see if like there's like clips here at the end. Like sometimes movies will do that, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Yeah. So honestly, very good movie. I liked it. The music, the sequencing, the how they would like cut scenes to either continue a narrative or to like make a comparison between the mom and the main character. Damn, dude, I really wish that they showed at least a little bit of what that conversation would be like, because that's what the whole build-up was for. I guess it's just one of those where it's up to the viewer to kind of make it up in their head how that conversation would go. It would just be super interesting, but because I can kind of connect with where that was going, because I didn't know exactly when it like started happening, but when I would have conversations with like my mom, for instance, there was a point maybe a couple of years ago where I started to realize that I was conversing with her as like an equal and not like a child to a parent, but from like an adult to an adult who's had similar experiences, you know, like having to, you know, work for a living and having to deal with like the real world. And I don't know, like I'm always interested, like ever since that happened with me, I've always been interested in wanting to see that kind of interaction or like hear those experiences for other people. And so it would have been awesome. Oh, I hate them for that. But it would have been awesome if they showed like at least a little bit of that, like something, like even if it was just like pictures or like snapshots while the credits were rolling. But overall, a really good movie. You could kind of tell from the title that it was going to be like a slice of life movie, but the way that they were telling the story, and there was like other smaller stories that were weaved into it, it reminds me, the way the story was done reminds me of another Asian movie, but this one was Japanese. It's called Perfect Days, and I like that movie too. This one has a little bit more of a story, like, you know, a little bit more of a progression, whereas Perfect Days was more of just like pure slice of life. There wasn't really a lot of progression in that movie. Maybe I'll do a reaction for that one. But otherwise, like, awesome movie. It basically like Korean Harvest Moon. It touches on a lot of like, I don't know. I feel like it's a common question now, right? Because I had seen a video not too long ago talking about how like a lot of the jobs that we have now, they're basically like, they're like BS jobs. Or like if people didn't fulfill them, the world would still keep going. And so it like poses the question of like, what are we really doing, right? And I think that's similar to what the main character was going through. She was trying to like figure out like a way of life that could mean something to her. I think the way it was phrased, like in the beginning, was like she always felt hungry, and I think it wasn't just for food; it was for like a way of life that she could connect to. Again, very good movie. I highly suggest you watch it. I watched it on Zumo Play. It's free. There are some ads, but they're not long. You should totally check out the movie. Anyway, that's it for this video. This is Josh, and I will see you in the next one.